Check sound, check sound. Let's play Genshin Impact. I want to continue the Golden Slumber World Quest. Go to the Oasis. Stop back. Oasis. Sobek is a deity of ancient Egypt,
Quietly now.
a god of crocodile,
Busted.
crocodile god. Yes, it is very popular in Egypt. Paimon never thought that there would be such a place in the desert. A gum on golden satin. It's quite safe around here, right? I can finally relax. Can Ben get wet? It shouldn't be a problem, right? So let's just keep it away from water. Beep. Let's set up a campsite. Campsite in the desert. Go hike. The rider on his first shot with vantage point. Okay. Let's go to the vantage point and talk to the old man. Gabriel. It's an Arabic spelling for Gabriel. The golden sandstorm and burning sun will exorcise the darkness on your behalf, guiding you who perish here and returning your spirit to orchard of paradise. Is it his wife tomb? What is it? It isn't anything important. Whose gravestone is this? Who knows? Maybe it belongs to a nameless researcher who once tried their luck like Tirzat but didn't roll hike like he did. Which is my wife. Maybe. King Dashrat's secrets rarely reveal themselves to mortal. Tirzat gave you the stone slate, right? How did you know? Keep it safe. Is it important? You can't be unaware of its value, surely. Well, its value to whom? To our employee, of course. After all, he's depending on it to write this paper. Anyway, let's head back. We shouldn't keep Chet and the other waiting for too long. Poor old man. And we say so, and we know so. A poor old man. Poor old man. So Travel and I heard from Noctingle that you beat up Storm Terror and were made an honorary knight for that achievement. Pardon me, but while you are quite skilled, are you really that powerful? Of course, Trevor is his hero in Mondstadt. Tell him about your adventure in Mondstadt. That's amazing. Well, books have been my only companion since I can remember, and I have never had a chance to travel far. Actually, this is my first time traveling so far from home. Right, there is an indoor solo guided surgery. Oh, that sounds so lame. I don't want to admit it, but my life has been bland if compared to all of yours. Just like this desert, it's practically impossible for those who lack strength to find a single unoccupied oasis. If you're unhappy, then why not do something else? How about being a traveling merchant like Naktigal? Or something you are good at, like me and my father. That's not bad at all, isn't it? It's not that easy. I come from a family of academic, so I've been receiving training like this since I was a child. Like how a farmer's son learned to farm or a blacksmith's son learned to strike iron. Well, I'm not doing great and can't compare to the talented and established researchers of my family. But as things stand, I'm afraid I can't just do something else. I guess I drank a little too much earlier. Why am I even telling you all of this? Well, just laugh if you want to. I think you are being too stubborn. There's always a choice in life. I mean, just look at Boniface and I. We weren't born as traveling merchant, and no one in our family has even been to Sumeru. But we are still here with the northern wind at our back. We don't regret our choice at all. Seeing the boundless world unfold before our eyes fills us up with a sense of freedom. Yeah, I too think that you are taking things a little too seriously, Tirzat. Right. Like the relative you mentioned earlier, didn't she give up her family's rule, tradition, and everything else to live the life she wanted to? Maybe she's somewhere in this fairy desert just like us, bathing under the milky white rise of moonlight and braving the dry night breeze while looking back at the great day she just had. If only I had an iota for a courage. I never knew making decisions would be this difficult because I have never given them any thought. I think I've lived the life I want for as long as I can remember. That's really making a choice is never easy. Is that so? Choosing one means giving up on the rest. Wait, is this like saying that there are 10 tasty dishes in front of Paimon and that choosing one will make the other 9 vanish? Oh no. If only there were 10 Paimon to choose in one each. It's like the branches of on a tree. Well, they come from the same roots. Their endless division make it so that some may not touch each other for decades or even centuries. Only when the entire tree withers and its trunks decays will those separated branches finally meet in the soil. Speaking of which, why did you choose to leave the desert, father? You rarely mention your past, so I see all this very differently from Tirzad. I don't have a family tradition and don't even remember my mother's face. I only have you, and you only have me. There is no large tree and no branches that tie us together. You might have left the desert long ago, and this might be my very first time seeing it for myself, but I have this feeling that we are like grains of sand here in the desert. No family, no objective, but what we are is pretty free. Ha ha ha, Jared. The desert holds only the past, it has no future. If what lies beneath the sand and wind can be described as the truth, then I can only say that it perhaps isn't something that will bring joy to everyone. I gave up the path of seclusion not because it's mistaken path, because I found a better path yet. I hope you will be able to take that bright path. I don't really understand you. If the path of sand isn't what you desire, then why accept that commission? Don't tell me it's because you want to take a look at your past. I think you just can't forget the desert and the hot winds that sweep it. The strange thing is that I have no memories of the desert, but coming here make me feel like I've returned home all the same. I love the sands like I love Paimon and Ben Ben. This is a place with hope too, I'm sure of it. Isn't finding Ben Ben proof of that? Hehehe, it will be a new day tomorrow. The ruins ahead are still waiting to be explored. Keep your chin up, Charizard. No matter what others say, I think you are a brave person. You've taken first step and left the comfort of your home. Now just do as you have already done and take the second step, then the third. I'm sure you'll get to the place where no one has been and find that special research material of yours. Everyone, you can occasionally see some nice thing in Egypt. I'm just speaking my mind after all. I'm as free as the sand. But even the free sand should rest at an oasis. It's getting late, so let's get some rest. I'll be on lookout tonight. I'll sleep well with you on lookout, Father. Read the words of the in case we're singing a peaceful tune as you fall asleep. Maybe it's an old local song. Oh, stars high above the wasteland. Oh, nightingales weary from the day. It's time to take off the crown of roses. Cleanse yourself with the wine made from grapes. Sleep, close your eyes. Yon golden slumber summon thee, wandering sand. Drink not that bitter salt water, for the sorrow of tomorrow have gone away. Camping out in the desert is terrible. Come on, why are you being so negative again? Well, the two of you are adventurous. Let's talk about you instead. Yet, how can a young girl like you enjoy sleeping on the sand while dressed like that? I just can't figure it out for the life of me. Tirzat, you're such a pampered guy. Tell me, will even a being placed under 10 matters disturb your sleep? Of course not. Anyway, why would anyone sleep on 10 mattress? I don't know, perhaps it might be a hobby of the wealthy. For all you know, we should have expected that you'd have to camp outside. What else can we do anyway? Go back the way we came? Of course not. The material we get yesterday isn't enough to read anything good. Forget submitting it to the academia. Just reading it at the square would get me ridiculed. Looks like you've still got some spirit, eh? Of course, this huge ruin is right before me. I must be at the Khemenu temple. As a researcher, I must go in and have a look, right? The one-eyed seeing Sauron. And that is this? Ben, right, Ben. What a strange thing. Beep, beep. I mean, such an extraordinary thing might even be closely linked to King Desrat civilization. If that's true, I can't turn a blind eye to it. Going back the way we came would be worse than putting a bean beneath my mattress. You might as well have me sleep atop 100 Ben. I'd never sleep again. 100 Ben. That was really hard. Anyway, before I collect enough material for my paper, until I figure everything out, I shall not leave. I've paid all of you very well too, so if we do encounter danger, I'm counting on you to earn that pay. Come on, aren't we already companion on this journey? Of course, we'll protect you in the face of danger. My father and I are professionals. Yeah, traveler is amazing too. You have nothing to worry about. Who knows what the future holds? Better to be safe than sorry. Father. The merchant can rest in the oasis while we are away. Gladly. We have discussed our contingency plans, but we must bury some of our supplies before we leave. In a worst case scenario, the merchant may be forced to leave this way, but still have some supplies to come back to even if that happens. Is that really necessary? Underestimate the sun and you'll pay with your life. Since father, he'll definitely has his reason. Well, it's always a good idea to prepare for every possibility. You do as Jupiter says and carefully. They shall do, right? Let's set out then. Slow down, my hangover isn't. Ha ha ha, Teyvat. You better hurry up or someone else might publish a paper about this before you. Don't say things like that. Traveler, you ready? Let's go too. Let's go to Hamanu. Hamanu. We go from the top view, eh? Okay, that's not a bad idea. Another temple to explore. I thought it would be smooth sailing this time, but we still have to figure out a way to get the door open. Isn't that good news? At least that means no one's ahead of me, even if they have chosen the same subject. I got here first. Academia's researchers aren't alone in coveting King Dashlot relics. What do you mean coveting? I'm doing legitimate research approved by the Academia. Don't you dare compare me to treasure hoarder. Let's just find a way through the door. Trevor, remember how Ben somehow made the stone slate light up? Let's have a look at it. We might even discover a clue. What's that stone slate doing with Traveler? Well, Trevor here is an expert adventurer with much more experience in ruin mechanism than Teyvat. Giving him this important item will help us make the best use of it. Yeah, that's it. That was my intention exactly. Is that how is it? Fine, you do have a point. So Trevor, have you figured anything out? Nothing so far. Well, Trevor does know nothing about research. It's never too late to learn. Even someone as knowledgeable as me can't figure anything out. I suppose I really must continue improving myself. We've spent 10 years working hard at the academia. 10 years of hard work won't do anything for a layman. Just forget it. But you'll never know if you don't give it a try. Wait, Ben's acting a little strange. Beep beep. Maybe Ben can open the door. Beep beep. Beep beep. Oh, it's actually opening up. I didn't expect Ben to be able to do that. Beep. I think Ben saying that it's capable for more than that. Beep beep. Lemon gets the feeling that Ben is much more useful than the stone slate, or maybe we should ask this instead. Will this stone slate really be any of use? Of course it will. It has to. I might lose my mind if it's of less use than Ben. Be patient. It's too early to make any judgment yet. Well, you're right, Gabriel. A short-sighted researcher is bound to amount of to nothing. Patience is a virtue. We need a payment or travel researchers. We will need patience nonetheless. I am terrible at pursuing and waiting for things. Isn't life made up of exactly that? That's enough. It doesn't matter who did it. All that matters is that the door open, right? Now that the door's open, you're eager to go inside, aren't you? When beep beep. Alright, to the grow team, let's go. Let's advance with caution. I know it should be fine if we stay close to Traveler, right? Come on, Traveler, let's get moving. It's time to beat
Take it
some
easy.
nasty robot. This shit is light up with a raid. This one glowing blue.
Take it easy.
I could enter that. I could also enter that shit.
Gotcha.
Propagate!
There is no escape.
Think you can bully me? Diana special!
Take it easy.
Release. Primal Ember. This energy aggression known as Primal Ember are commonly scattered throughout the King Desert ruin. I see. The blue like gonna lead up. Conducting primal beams. The difference known as blah blah blah. Those who approach possessing special qualities can change the position.
Take it easy.
Okay. Release. It freaking stop. GG. Wow, this side has lit up. Do we need to get? Let's go check the other side out. The other side. Okay. Let's check the other side.
Shine down.
Nasty Scorpion. Let's release.
Take it easy.
Ben's been milling around the door, but nothing happened this time. We it seemed to have been talking to the door earlier. Stop the nonsense, door can speak. But something like Bellman should be able to speak either, right? Uh, that's true. Guess Paimon unknowingly accepted that Ben can speak as well, but can beeping really be considered speaking? As long as communication is achieved, it doesn't matter if the language used is something we are familiar with. For example, animals have their own knowledge, their own language, and the sun has its own language too. If we don't understand it, Paimon curious. Paimon really wants to know what Ben is saying. Just ask Ben if you're curious. Ben, what were you talking to the door about? Beep 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 beep. Oh, I see. Oh, yet you understand it? Of course not. It just as I mentioned before, I can sense some of its emotions. But once you can understand Batman's emotions, trying to guess what Batman's saying isn't that difficult. Well, to be honest, Batman didn't sense or understand anything. Just a little. Really? Well, no one has been here in a very long time. Of course, someone has been here, but they weren't able to open this door. Yeah, even Ben can't open it. Door is protecting something very important. So much time has passed that it has almost forgotten how it used to open. People used to come here long ago, and some would even pass this way many times a day. I mean, it's such a huge door after all. People used to walk here. It must have been a mischievous cat that no one could catch, which is why so many people passed through here. Wait a minute, did door tell Ben all of that? Of course not. They're just guesses I made based on Ben emotions. I almost believe you if I had unknowingly included it in my paper. Wouldn't everyone laugh at me once I publish it? How will make it up to me when that happens? Teresa, that would be your own mistake. As a researcher, you should be able to distinguish the authenticity of the material you collect. Ugh, that was close. When I almost believe in her too. Thank goodness we don't have any papers to write. We have a long journey ahead. Let's stop wasting time and get moving. Right, this place is huge and filled with doors. If we do this in front of everyone, who knows how long it will take us to finish. Wouldn't that be perfect? We are fond of camping outside, but this place has walls, a ceiling, and even the research material you want. King Desperate civilization fell due to a tyranny, and this place is probably his mausoleum. I'd rather spend 2 weeks in the desert than spend a single night here. That do you and King Dashret have chat? Alright, Noctigal and the other are still waiting for us at the oasis. Let's continue exploring. Teleport waypoint unlock. It's a door I can't open yet. I'm exhausted, moreover beside when I haven't made any discoveries, and that makes my exhaustion all the worse for it. This place is huge and we've seen so much on the way here. Paimon there's a lot to read about, right? Even if Paimon doesn't really know much about these things. Neither of you are a researcher, so of course you don't understand what we've witnessed this whole time can only be considered as proof for existing research except Ben. How should I explain this to a non-researcher? Let me put it like this. I want my paper to get approved by the academia's review. It's like love. Your lover is academic research. The current situation is that I want to love it, but it seems to hold no interest toward me. A paper must stand out to pass the review. Just imagine that you are pursuing your ideal partner. If you are no different from the other candidates, then how will you capture their heart? This analogy sounds like a real stretch, no? The way it is that things is really strange. In my opinion, a couple just has to consider each other suitable. There's no need to compete with others. We're still talking about academic reviews, aren't we? I shouldn't have made that example. Just forget what I said. I guess this is where the chat and it will be more efficient if we speed up and look for clues. An archaeological expedition with no hope is in sight. Who cares about efficiency? That stone slate has lit up once. We'll definitely find a way to make it light up completely. We just have to not give up. How can you guarantee that? Wait, so you really do know something, don't you? What I do know is that there might be a hope if we continue forward, but we will leave empty-handed if we turn back now. Well, that is true. Just stop worrying about this and that. An indoor zoology researcher like you has finally gotten the opportunity to enter some ruins. So just treat it as a chance to view some of your senior research subject for yourself. You are right, I should be more professional, but even if we are going to speed up, I want to travel to stay close to me. I will have nothing to worry about with you around. There is no danger here, and while you might be a researcher, you're terrible at puzzle. You will just be a burden to travel. Exploring ruins has never been my forte, but if I'm given enough time and pen and paper, then such problem will be no problem at all. Alright. Anyway, just shout help me if you're in danger or something. One of us will get there in no time. Probably. What if none of you do? It's impossible as breaking open 10 bad eggs in a row for breakfast. I think you need some lesson in mathematics, Chet. I can introduce a teacher to you once we return. This part has come to an end. You know what? Why don't we go back to the previous room? Let's try to unlock. Okay. Look out below, exploring within Kindle, you might encounter platforms with unique etching on them. This platform or name illusory keystone and will step and they will disappear. Do not hesitate when you step over them. Press on. Oh. Ouch. Nasty robot. I see you.
Illusion shattered. Propagate. Busted.
Scatter!
There is another door that can't be opened. Primal sunglass agent hourglass. No one knows why it was built and then left here. When touched it will flip and start to mark time to rotate all nearby. Primal sunglass before this gain hourglass suns run. You may gain some unexpected boon. This uh 1 hour. Live, live all in time limit. Fuck. I see. It is stupid shit that can be flipped. An invisible
Is this
platform.
an answer from this world?
Fascinating.
Take it easy.
There is a wind howling. I see, I need to wait till the wind sends us. Great, as expected of my assistant. No mechanism or barrier shall ever be your match. No need to exaggerate. Travel is impressive, but you should help out too, Tirzat. Speaking of which, didn't you complain about being exhausted and not discovering anything so far? How are you this motivated now? It's because my research intuition tells me that we are about to make a breakthrough. Research intuition. It's like an adventurer instinct. Paimon gets it. That's the ability to predict that there will be an ambush at the corner or a trap behind a door, right? Then you'd better be careful, traveler. Father, let's prepare for the battle as well. What are you talking about? Research intuition. I mean this based on fast knowledge and careful observation. It's akin to a flash of genius. But what you said does make sense. Because the situation is lagging in the aspect, well, if there is danger, I'll be counting on all of you to do the jobs I had you for then. Activate the elevator. Go to the basement. Enter the room located deep within
Take it easy. Cha!
the all-seeing eye. Symbol of Antichrist. Is this a mural? Poor ha 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 ha. Teyvat, are you alright? Me, of course I am. I am terrific. I've never felt better. Since Paimon and Travel are not from around here, it is understandable that you don't recognize its word. As for Jabril and Jade, I guess it's knowledge issue. No, isn't something you should have knowledge about. Paimon, let me test you for a moment. What can you discern from this mural? There are many people and something like a sun and an eye. I guess Paimon has no talent for this. Why did you even ask if you already knew that? Hey. What about you, traveler? What do you see in this mural? It's very symmetrical painting. Insignificant subject and a great king. Exactly, that's exactly what this mural symbolizes. The sun and the eye symbolize King Dashrat. Beneath him are the seven pillars, so we'll call them that hold up King Dashrat pyramids of authority. As for his subject, they are insignificant. They dare not express any complaint. They are forced to submit. But even so, they couldn't escape destruction. Is that really the case? Come now, how can I be wrong? The theme of this mural fully conforms to the depictions of King Dashrat in everything I have ever read. A terrifying king who used absolute and supreme authority to keep all his subjects beneath him. But this mural feels so peaceful to me, everything feels so orderly, and everyone has their own place and duty. Isn't that good? What kind of crook interpretation is that? Yet you can make up stories about men when talking to doors, but you disappearing mural and the history of King Dashrat civilization is my area of expertise. But now I won't hear any debates. Everything I have said has been proven by prior research. This mural will become part of Fahumana too. Of course, I'll be the one to write it. Yet isn't entirely correct, but you know very little about the sun. Ha! You have hardly said more than a few words all this time, yet you are standing up for your daughter now. I may not be a match for you in the battle of strength, but I have traveled by my side. Traveler, you'll take my side, won't you? That's not appropriate. We are all traveling together now. We are companions on this expedition, even if our opinion differ. We shouldn't fight over it, right? What together? I started this expedition and I paid for it. All of you are employed by me. Moreover, I am the only one with formal academic training. A layman has no right to speak on academic issues. One who only draws from others can hardly call himself an independent researcher. Then let's hear your unique insight. This destroyed kingdom was once strong and beautiful. It may be difficult to believe that all of this was built in the desert, and you only see the obedience revealed on the surface, but fail to notice the direction of the people's hope. It was their hope which tied the people of the sand to King Dashwood. They thought this would help them overcome the calamity, but we know the outcome of that. Ha! Even delusions will have limits. Are you trying to overturn all prior research? I don't think there is sufficient evidence for any of this nonsense. Well, what a coincidence. I too do not think that the opponent of a struggling researcher who came here out of desperation hold any weight. You, I never knew you had such a sharp tongue. Arguing won't change a thing. Exactly, if one can't figure out what you're arguing with, if it's academic, there's always room for discussion, right? So put your difference aside for now. You can't convince each other anyway. So let's continue our investigation. Perhaps we'll discover more clues. We can see who is right and who is wrong, right? This is infuriating. I shouldn't have discussed academic with layman. I still fucking hate this guy. What's going on? Whatever it isn't my fault. The path looks like it leads upward. I don't see any traps. Payment wonder where it leads, but staying here won't change anything either. So let's continue sewing. A new quest. The secret of All Ahmad. There is an accident upon the hidden passage behind the mirror. No one knows where it might lead. The path continue upward. Let's go up.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
All the way. Wow, this ruin are magnificent. The all-seeing eye. Those are not ordinary ruins. If the records are correct, they should be King Dashwood Mausoleum. It's where the tyrant is buried. Should we still go forward then? All questions have answer. No answer slumber here. I will do this even. All I achieve is showing some ignorant mercenaries the error of their ways. Traveler, let's head over carefully. Let's freaking go. I did it. Paimon feels even more now that we have gotten closer. Paimon feels as insignificant as a grain of sand. That was also one of King Dashat's means of ruling, building a huge spectacles to instill the idea that his subjects are small and insignificant into them, thus achieving the objective of domesticating them. The act of using huge amounts of manpower to build such a spectacle in the desert is a testament to King Dashat's tyranny. Beep. Open sesame. So when can even open a door this huge? It's difficult to say. Maybe it just open on its own. It might have nothing to do with Winman. Why he's being so stubborn? Then explain to me how this thing when open the door. What's the logic behind that? Paimon doesn't know either. Do you want to go inside? Is there something you're familiar with in there? A grain of sand is insignificant, but an ocean of them possess immeasurable strength. Researcher of blind faith, do you really have the courage to set foot into the sand? We are already here, so of course we must go inside. Still, my research intuition is telling me that the danger ahead is incomparable to the danger we faced so far. Blah. Nah. You don't get it at all. A collision of you in academics is no different from battle. Getting more annoying by the minute. So already done. It's not easy to hold Ben back. Ben really want to go inside. Let's stop delaying them.
Quietly now.
So, propagate!
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
Let's keep low key. Thank goodness Ben's alright. Seriously, stop rushing off so quickly. What if you got into trouble? Should that be called an injury of a malfunction? Doesn't matter, there aren't any doctor or technician here anyway. We do have a bunch of angry adults though. Ha, you are absolutely right about that. I'm not angry. This place is full of evidence. It will not take long to prove that I'm right. I mean, look at this huge coffin. Wait, what? How do we get this open? Paimon can't figure out if he's brave or coward. What are those? The huge statues here, don't they look like gods? They are so intimidating. Teyvat, Paimon thinks it best if you don't touch anything here. They are just rocks. The full proof of fullness. We've nothing to fear from rocks. Aha, there may be a mechanism around here somewhere. Let me take a look. We should speed up and search for clues.
Take it easy.
Try open the sarcophagus. We got only 300 more.
Busted. Intercepted.
Can't handle your drink.
Propagate!
Shine down. Gotcha.
Invincible.
One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Turn off.
Take it easy.
One. Ah, fuck it.
Take it easy. Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Let's activate an ancient type of it should be something around a huge fan.
Take it easy.
Two more. I see. Yeah.
Take it easy.
I did it my way. Open sesame. Oh, Traveler, as impressive as always. I will definitely credit you if I'm able to publish my paper successfully. Although what we are about to do is disrespectful, it's all done for academic progress, I promise. It's not for a selfish gain. Huh, wait, There's nothing in here. How is this possible with this diagram? Wait a minute, let me think. I get it now. This has to be an illusion. Of course, King Dashwood knew that inquisitive researchers like me would come with a desire to get the bottom of things and uncover all his secrets. King Dashwood will not even care of a puny mortal. So of course he won't let others get to them that easily. Thus he built this huge mausoleum and prepared so many doors and rooms. He even went so far as to prepare illusion like this to mislead us. The most important thing would be placed in such conspicuous spot, wherever this place is too low, way too low. The real treasure is definitely higher up. It must be in a place closer to the sky. What other nonsense? Let's hear what you think then. I may not be able to say what exactly it's for, but I know for sure that what you say is bullshit. Does someone like you even have the right to say that I only draw from the works of others? You don't even have the intelligence to use the work of others. Indeed, but I am still convinced that you know too little about these scenes. Stop going on about the sense. What you see is the truth. Just you wait. I will find a solid proof that you can't refute. Let's go upward. Let's find a way up. I'm worried that Rizal will get himself into trouble if this goes on. Just let him dead. Elevator. What a convenience. We'll be able to go way up. Let's freaking go.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Theoretically, they should be working there that organs are stored. But just like before, nothing physical is stored here. What do you mean? I have a theory, but I need more evidence to prove it. Father, what do you think? I'm sure you know something, right? Even if you didn't tell me or anyone else. The stone sled is the key, but it can't open all doors. Even the key must first receive acknowledgement. Ben links to this place is obvious, but what do you mean? The stone sled must receive acknowledgement? That's just absurd. Batman, who do you think is correct? Be Now that I have calmed down a little, I can understand why Jubal is challenging my views. You said that he was once from the desert. Perhaps some experience, my even verbal, have been treated as knowledge. Not that they are true knowledge, of course, and naturally there are no academic records of such as things. His superstitions is understandable, considering the society he lives in. But yet, do you really think that Ben's words are worth believing? These are, after all, words that come out of nowhere instead of an actual academic research, you know. But Ben has helped a lot on our trip. As for you, Trizet, you have been nothing but talk. Adopt your speech high flown though they sound are even entirely correct. I get the feeling that my father's know more than that if he would just tell us everything he knows. Repeating something wrong 1,000 times won't make it right. Traveler payment, you are adventurous with vast amount of experience, and unlike that father-daughter pair, you have no link to this place, so who do you think is right? You can't just spring that on us. Ben is right. But no one here can really understand Ben. Even if you ask us, we won't be able to answer a question like that. Instead of worrying about differing opinions, shouldn't we focus our attention on a real problem like, alright, didn't stone slide light up earlier, but there are still so many blank spots on it. So do you think we'll find clues about this stone sled here? We're gonna take a look at the stone sled, traveler. Beep. We unlock the first room. Oh, it's sounding like it's opened up a new passageway too, so it really is a key. But if you look closely, there is still an empty patch. Teyvat, can you tell us about the symbol on it now? Well, I'll have the answer once they are all lit up. It's still too early now, I can't jump to conclusions. You know, that does make sense. If the people of the past were fond of using inverted sentence, we may come to a completely opposite conclusion if we don't have all the information. You know, Paimon kinda doubt that would happen. Since the passageway to the next place has shown itself, we have no other choice but to push forward. Doesn't really go that smoothly. Paimon keep having the feeling that something's leading us forward. How can we turn back at this point? By Master was just need some final touch. Just that tiny piece of decisive proof. I expect all of you to stay till the end. So you recall this is piece of evidence tiny. Paimon might not know whether Jibril is correct, but we'll definitely get an answer if we continue, right? Let's be more careful from now on. Traveler, what happened? Thank goodness you're finally awake. Paimon doesn't know what happened either. We were here when Paimon woke up. Maybe it was trapped. Anyway, let's go look for the others. Some of the device in King Desert ruins will allow you to increase the clearance level of the second Scarlet Sand sled. The higher the clearance the sled possesses, the more device it can control, which will allow you to enter areas you were not able to before. Find a member. It's so freaking tiresome. It's already past 1 hour. The bell on this device matches the symbol that is appear on the stones, so that means we can pass, right? King Dash Rat. If what we get neither are there too, come on, we've got help. Let's freaking go. It's an ice or water.
Germinate!
I should just use.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now.
Scatter!
Shake his hamster. Look at you.
This is bad. I guess this is it.
You are finally here, my savior. I woke up to find myself in this place and my whole body felt like it was falling apart. That wasn't even the end of it. I went to great lengths to finally find Jet and her father, but the Fatui attacked again. That's terrible. 5 months ago, you see, Ben on the way. Ben is gone. I searched all around the area to no avail. We didn't. Did we, traveler? We didn't. Then Ben must be up ahead. It's the only one left alone now, so we must find it soon. There's no need to be so anxious. The way I see it, it's probably only got lost because it's like running off by itself so much. Ben has helped us so much. It's part of our group. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be so cruel as to abandon a companion. I must find Ben. Its capabilities are undeniable, Tirzat. I'm sure you're aware of that. Even you, Jibrail. Fine. You win. Let's find Ben first, but I'm leaving if we encounter the Fatui again. Speaking of which, what are the Fatui doing here? Is this some kind of archaeological hotspot? That's impossible. I wouldn't have chosen this place if it were such a hot research topic. True, after all, you've said yourself that you are not a very great researcher. You probably won't stand a chance against those elites. Hey, it's called avoiding battle, where victory isn't guaranteed. Either way, this place may be more troublesome than we expect. Let's advance carefully. Find Ben. A frog.
Busted.
Propagate!
Think you can bully me?
Fungal spit. course. $100 more
Gotcha.
master.
Springboard! Scatter!
Quietly now.
Bunga luminescent.
I'll keep this close.
It's behind those doors. Let's open it.
Gotcha.
Propagate!
There is more fun.
Get frostbite.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
The Thousand of Entomb Chamber add to archive.
There is no escape. Diana special. Shake and stir.
Here! Germinate! Killjoy! We've only just begun.
Busted.
Miscalculated.
Easy money.
This can be, there's no sign of burning here either. Do we have to go further? We'll find soon. Okay, let's explore further deep within the cave. More of a toy.
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Good.
Scatter!
Shine down.
Quietly now.
Went too far. Some quiet.
That was easier than solving a
One way to draw your
bunch
target out of hiding.
of puzzle. That room, I wonder if it was a trap. Why did it send us here? It's common practice to attempt to expel trees passing outsider. If you want technical details, you'll have to wait until I return as some Kazar reward expert. But I wonder if King Dashwood was a tyrant like you say, why has not that a little mechanism instead? Why wasn't that a little mechanism? We were just lucky that we haven't encountered one yet, and I hope that we never do. Lucky. An academic researcher, including luck as a variable. Those guys down there are not friendly. We must find a way around them to proceed forward, or it's the Futui and the Aramites again. You know, Trevor Payman's been thinking that they kidnapped Ben Ben. We've got to rescue it. Jet, calm down. Are you kidding? I'm just an ordinary researcher. I've come here to solve academic problems, not to fight. But we wouldn't have been able to get here without Ben Ben, and Teyvat, you'll never be able to solve those academic problems of yours without Ben Ben either. That's right, we've got to rescue it, even if it's just for the sake of completing our expedition. You are not afraid of them, right, traveler? Don't worry, traveler, an expert at dealing with the Fedui, but we should still be careful. Let's beat some nasty guy. Ha! I was wondering when you should get here, my dear Jibril, Samael, Ismail, Samael. Ha! And here you are, just I expected, even without an invitation from me. How long has it been since we last spoke face to face? Even my fingers on both hands are not enough to count the year. What about you? Do you remember? Jibrail? Oh, that guy seemed really strange, but it looked like he knows Jibrail. How cold is our reunion after so many years apart? Not worth a glass of wine and a toast. You know, I don't hold the past against you, either that, but I'm not Samael, the straight shooter. There is still a place for you in the Tutmos. Just say the word and everything can go back to how it was. Indeed, we can even go claim the debt that Babel owe us. I know it. I know Jibril wasn't a good person. He's an actual old friend with someone like this? Nonsense. Father may have kept something from me, but but I believe he has his reasons. Ha, that really hurts, Jet. How do you know my name? How could I not? Why, Jibril, you've got such a cold heart. And it's like father, like daughter I see. Oh dear Jade. You may have forgotten me, but luckily I still remember it very well. I held you in my arms when you were just a little baby with the moonlight on one side and the bonfire on the other. Just like your parents. How come? It seems like Joel didn't tell you anything at all, huh? Come on, that can't be Joel. Can't you even tell your own daughter the truth? Oh well, I suppose I shouldn't have been too shocked after all. We did call you the treacherous greed, as I listened to my subordinate reporting to me about the response of the foreign merchants in the Oasis. I started to wonder who gave them such wisdom yet only instruct them without explaining anything at all. But even I could never have imagined that little jet place in your heart has no different than those foreign merchants were strangers to you. You don't even dare to tell her about your past. Why? Are you afraid that she'll hear about your history of betrayal and look down on you? Father, Samael, to be honest, I'm quite relieved to see that you are still the same lippy fellow I remember. Now I have nothing to worry about if I beat you to the point where you will leave you of your own accord. Ha ha! So you're afraid that this ghost of your past will seek you out for the debt you owe. But of course I have the right. The secret of Al Ahmar belonged to the Tutmos, yet you took the key and betrayed us. You betrayed all of us, grains of sand. Just look at yourself, you're with children and cowards. Ha! Where is the ferocity you once had? Has it flowed away like sand flows out from between the fingers? Enough! Hand bend over. Bend. Oh, that's mechanical creation. Ha 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 ha. Hey, did you all hear that? Jibril actually called this thing Ben. Unfortunately, there's Sneeze Nyan and our old acquaintance, or this would be much, much more amusing. Hand over Ben Ben or else. Or else what, Jibril? Is this even necessary? Ultimatum after ultimatum. Have you finally changed your mind? You plan to finally sit down and catch up with me? Alright, do you remember what happened to Ovaira? Haha. You haven't forgotten, right? It's fine, even if you've forgotten. I can help you refresh your memories again and again. What the heck is this guy saying? We do have another way to communicate, don't we? Come on, Jet. Why don't you and that kid over then let me a hand? After all, Jibril is much weaker than we used to. Traveler, that guy somehow looks wrong, but we have to give him a good tracing so we can get Ben back.
Time to
I've
go to
been waiting for this.
Can't handle your drink.
Propagate!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
That was easier than fighting a hill crawl. When are you rank? Beep. It seems fun, but I will sad. Jabra, you better tell us the truth right this instant or we'll have to go our separate ways. Samuel is clearly some memorable feeling, but he was being so friendly with you and even with Jet. So are you part of the same group? I know it all along. You agreed to my commission without even asking about the details. It's because you had a plan, right? You plotted with Samuel to trick a simple and ignorant researchers like me to uncover the secret here for you, and even use your own daughter to gain my trust for the sake of the goal, didn't you? And you, Jet, that naivety and ignorance of yours was just a facade that Jibril made you put on, wasn't it? And what an actress you were indeed. Tis that you are too much. Paimon thinks that Jet really was in the dark about this, but as for Jibril, Paimon, you two travel, wake up. It's my kindness and gullibility that made me fall for their lies. Don't follow in my footsteps. What are you talking about? I'm no actress. And you, father, this isn't time for secrets. I too want to know the truth. I won't make excuses for my betrayal, nor do I think that I made the wrong choice. You know, Paimon remembers someone calling Jabra something like that treacherous greed. Yes, there is nothing to hide there. I was once one of the same people, Tutmos. No matter what it was in the past now. Anyway, Samuel is a madman through and through. He will stop at nothing to achieve his objectiveness. That was obvious enough. My wife, Jet mother, was killed by him. So that's what happened. Is that why you never ever mention her? Your mother was a researcher too. If it wasn't for me, she would have had a brighter future. At least she wouldn't have lost her life at such a young age. Dear Zed. What? I won't just believe a word you said. That's reasonable. It was I who concealed my motive. So I brought this upon myself. At least you've got some self-awareness. But no matter what, I will protect you until this commission is over. No way, it's obvious that someone has a bone to pick with you. If you stay with me, I don't want to be targeted with someone like that. This that you are being stupid again, that is an old grudge between them. His current priority is definitely making Desha treasures. Why would he have taken Ben otherwise? So he'd come for you even if my father wasn't here. After all, you have the key to solving everything. I do. Wait, the stone slate. God thing, I gave it to travel for safekeeping. I knew it wasn't something safe. Hey, it's not just the stone slate, but your intelligence too. The knowledge you possess as a researcher is something he covets. I don't want to be targeted in a place like this. Father won't lose to the guy. We have me too. I won't let Samuel harm anyone again. It's no time to lose. The longer we delay, the more time he'll have to prepare appear. He's like a viper crawling through the shadow, and his blades are like viper fangs. We can't show any weakness to him. Otherwise, it will lead to fatal consequences. I hope you keep your word. Well, as far as Paimon is concerned, Paimon thinks that stay unite is even more important now that we've finally gotten Ben back. Look, there is still a long way ahead, right? But it's strange what someone doing here. What they want should be up there, right? I'm sure he has a plan, or perhaps we missed some clues around here. Then we should absolutely cancel our reference to delay our expedition. Let's go. Traveling Prime will take the front. All of you keep up. Proceed deeper. There is two paths.
Diana special! Think you can bully me?
Gotcha.
Illusion shattered. Propagate.
Bang, 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 bang. Finally. Cannot perform during combat, jancuk. Mana lagi musuhnya, cuk, di atas anjir.
Shine down.
Snatch!
Nah, cuk, matane musuhnya dhuwur. Mereka iso progress, jancuk.
Take it easy.
Salah karap mulai, cuk, cuk, jancuk.
Take it easy.
Apalah, nggak jelas, cuk. Aku ke bawah.
Illusion shattered.
I need fire.
The threads of your fate lie in my hand.
We may leave at any time.
Scatter!
Is this an answer from this world?
Shine down!
Game's up from Silva. Busted.
Springboard! Here! Illusion shattered!
Quietly now.
Who is one?
Propagate! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. Take it easy. Quietly now.
Propagate! Germinate!
Gotcha.
Illusion shattered.
Busted. Take it easy. Take it easy. Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Over here. Over here.
Take it easy.